Well, it's been a couple weeks since we've updated everybody on the progress of the garage makeover. I have spent no less than 12 hours on the phone with Home Depot's customer service. I've had my wisdom teeth pulled, and I've lost probably 15 pounds in water weight out in this hot ass garage getting to this point. But I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're starting to make some progress. Things are starting to come together. We still have a lot of work to do, but things are starting to come together. But I'm sure you guys don't want to skip all this, so let's go back a couple weeks and see how we got to this point. Let's see here. Good morning, ladies and gents, or whatever the time of day it is where you're currently watching this video. Today we are getting started on the next stage of the dream garage renovation build, whatever you want to call it, that we've been doing. We already put in the floor, did stall mats in the floor, but we'll talk more about that when we get outside in the sauna, the devil's ash crack, which is what we call the garage in summer in Florida. It's just so hot here. We also got the new rack that we're putting out there, the new cage for working out. It's gonna be kind of the centerpiece. The PR 5000 from Rhett Fitness, that came in, so we're gonna be putting that together today. We were supposed to have some Husky heavy duty metal garage cabinets for this video, but well, we've been having some, let's say, technical difficulties with the good folks at Home Depot on the delivery of said cabinets. Man, I historically love the Home Depot, or as we call it, the PO. I am fairly certain I will never order any large items that are shipped via freight through Home Depot with Home Depot again, ever, as long as I live, ever. Let's go through the list of fuckery on this shipment. First off, it's been weeks, and I still do not have everything I'm supposed to have. It's not like it was on back order or something. It shipped weeks ago. Two, they've lost 2 shipments. So 2 times they've tried to ship these to me, and then they show shipped, and then you call their customer service department, and then nobody knows where they're at. They can't give you an answer. I have logged, I think it's 12 hours of calls with the Home Depot customer service department now. My problem's still not fixed. That's a lot of time. Multiple calls over an hour apiece, and I still don't have my fucking cabinets. They have called and scheduled appointments and then not shown up for them. So I thought I was gonna get them, and I scheduled around my day to be here to make sure I could take the shipment, and then they never showed up. When I called that day to find out what the holdup was, they couldn't give me an answer as to why nobody was there. Then the next day, without a call, they showed up without any warning. The products they did show up with were beat all to hell and dented up. Now, I will say, Home Depot does not shoulder 100% of the blame here. A big part of it is the freight company they use to ship big products, because like the big stuff doesn't come via UPS or FedEx or whatever. They ship using this company called Nonstop Delivery, or NSD. You can't even get anybody there on the phone. It's horrible. It is them that is mainly screwing this stuff up, but Home Depot is who I paid the thousands of dollars to for these cabinets. So at the end of the day, it's really their responsibility. If anybody at Home Depot in the power chain is watching this, you guys need to get a new carrier. Now I will say, Home Depot has tried to make it right, and finally after 12 hours of phone calls to their customer service department, they did refund my money for my trouble. Being that it's been over 6 weeks, 12 hours of my time, and I still don't have my product. When I do get them all, I'm getting them for free. So they tried to make it right. So I'll give them a little bit of a pass for that. But I will say it's a bad situation. They need to get that shit fixed. So take it as you will. I'm always honest with you guys, and I like to give you fair and truthful reviews on stuff, but I just wanted to kind of tell you guys my experience in case you were thinking about ordering these cabinets, so you could kind of like brace for impact, because it's probably not going to be fun getting them. Anyway, that's my rant. Hopefully before this video's over, because this video is probably gonna be broken up over several days, hopefully they'll come in and we can show some of that in the video. But we'll see, you never know. With Home Depot and NSD, it could be today, it could be 4 weeks from now. We really don't know. Enough with my rant, enough with bitching. We like to keep things positive when we can around here. Really pumped to get this thing going. So let's get out in that hot ass garage and do work. Quick update on where we're at since the last video, because there has been a couple things we did off camera. And I will say, by the way, if you want a really good workout, get stall mats. They weigh like 100, 110 pounds a piece. They're miserable to work with. They're miserable. But let me just give you like a little, this is my hand sign for overview. We put stall mats on the whole floor. I know in the last video I had talked about stopping the stall mats here where we had concrete over here and just epoxying this. But I decided just to pull the old stall mats we had out because we couldn't find stall mats that match those, and then just stall mat the entire thing. One, I think it makes for a more uniform kind of open, you know, there's no breaks, there's no visual break, which is nice. Two, this allows us to really not have to stop the gym here. We can bring the gym into this bay a little bit because I really only need a little bit of space for work along here. So I think our gym is gonna end up taking up like 2.5 bays, and then there'll be like a half bay work area. I used to have a Titan rack over here, and if you'll notice, that is now gone. It was okay, it served its function for a while we had it, but I didn't love it. And if you'll notice from all these boxes, we ordered a whole new rack from Rep Fitness, which we'll talk more about that and maybe like later on as the video and we review it a little bit. But just off the rip, you see these packages? Look how nice all that stuff's packaged. It all arrived looking nice. My Titan stuff, the boxes were like, it looked like they'd been kicked down a flight of stairs. They were like ripped open. I was really amazed that nothing was missing because like some of them were completely open, stuff was hanging out of them. So don't know how the rack is gonna be yet until we put it together and use it, but just based on this already, I'm impressed so far. So I'm gonna attempt to get this rack together. We'll see. We might have to break this video up into a couple parts. Tomorrow I have to get my wisdom teeth cut out on the bottom. Yeah, I'm like 44 and I still have my bottom wisdom teeth, but I finally got to get them out. So getting those taken out, I'm gonna be down for a couple days. They don't want me lifting anything heavy. So depending on how far we get, this might get broke up, but we'll see. ProTech TR3, TR5, TR3. I always get my TRs mixed up, but just for you guys, we're into the kind of thing. Unboxing experience today provided by ProTech. Allison's going straight like a prison shiv. It's a foam roller. Goes into the rack so you can like brace yourself to do lat pull downs or do all kinds of stuff. I really like the material. Very nice. Raw metal pull-up bar. Sandwich J-cups. These are way better than the ones I have on my Titan rack. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to dog Titan. Just saying, so far, Rep's bringing the heat. Can you tell that right there? You see that at all? This is the clear coat version of their rack uprights. So it's like just a raw brush steel, I guess you'd call it, with a clear coat on it. And this shit, we'll get some better shots of it, but if you order a Rep rack, I strongly suggest the steel. It looks dope. So now it's basically like a big kid's erector set. It is these absurdly large bolts. There's holes everywhere, and you build it. Pretty cut and dry. I will say you have to have a huge ass
nut. That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Good one. Socket or crescent wrench or something. Packaging was outstanding. A little bit of a pain in the ass. A lot to unpackage. Lots of foam and wrapping and tape and stuff. But I had zero damage to anything. Everything came in perfect condition. So it's worth a little extra work unboxing if you get stuff that's completely free of damage. So first note, Rep, big thumbs up on the packaging and shipping.
Well, that is the basic 4-post. I've got to go and tighten all the bolts up. If you're putting this thing in the garage, it's actually recommended that when you're setting it up, you snug the bolts down, but you leave a little play in them, because a lot of garages have a little bit of a tilt, and that way it can kind of adjust to the tilt, and then when you tighten them down, everything will be rock solid. This is actually a 6-post rack I bought. It's got 2 more posts that go behind this, and then you have weight storage in the back and a lat pull down machine in the back. The cross members that connect the back 2 to this main cage were out of stock, so I'm not going to get those for another couple weeks. So for right now, we're just putting this part together, and like I said, I got to get my wisdom teeth out tomorrow, so we'll check back when my mouth feels better.
Thousands of tears later.
Well, that was about as fun as getting a prostate exam from a very large-handed doctor. It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all. My oral surgeon that took my wisdom teeth out was actually telling me that the older you get, the harder it is to get your wisdom teeth out. So at 44 years old, like, my jaw is like concrete. Everything is really hardened up and solid in there. When you get your wisdom teeth out when you're younger, everything's still growing in, everything's kind of pliable. It's much easier to take the teeth out. So my suggestion, definitely get your wisdom teeth out before you're 44. It wasn't the end of the world, but it wasn't real fun. And it was also probably a little worse for me because I can't take like the good painkillers, like the narcotic kind. They never do anything for me except make me feel higher than a giraffe's ass. It doesn't really help the pain. So I was rocking like 500 milligram ibuprofen and ice packs for the pain relief, which was okay, but it wasn't great. Also, by the way, ice packs on your face with this much facial hair and this big of a beard wasn't a good look. I'm just saying. Wasn't my best look. Before we get back out here in this hot ass garage and get working, let's take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Skullbliss. Over the past several months, we've been updating the house. We did the bathroom remodel. We're about to start the kitchen remodel. We're doing this garage thing. Not too long ago, one of the last projects I finished was I updated this room, my cigar lounge / studio a little bit. One of my favorite pieces was this new skull back here, which is from the guys at Skullbliss. It's like a statement piece. When you walk into the room, it's the first thing your eyes go to is that big boy right there. It's also probably because it lights up. I don't know, man. It's just, also, that thing is huge.
Really? Nothing.
It looks much bigger in person.
That's what she said.
Seriously though, I don't think the camera does it justice. I know when I picked it out online, I didn't think it was this big, and when I got it and I unboxed it, I was impressed at how diesel that daggum thing is. It's a big boy. And I think using the term unboxing is actually an understatement. It came in like a proper wood crate. I felt like Indiana Jones unboxing this damn thing. It was really pretty cool. All their skulls are ethically sourced and they're all hand carved, which is really pretty cool. They also have a ton of options with finishes, different types of skulls, patterns. Really, no matter what your style is, they probably have something that fits it. And speaking of different skulls, they have these longhorn skulls that are like 60 to 70 inches across the horns. Now that, I don't even have a wall big enough to fit that damn thing in here. That is a major statement piece. Very cool. If you're looking for a little something, a little something to add a nice touch to your man cave, your cigar lounge, or just any part of your house, definitely check out the folks at Skullbliss. They really have some cool stuff. Also, as of the time of recording this video, they are running a sale on the website with some items as much as $500 off, and then you can stack my discount code on there for another $50. So really good time to check them out. Now, as always, I will include links down below, so if it is something you guys are interested in, you'll be able to find it. Thanks again to the good folks at Skullbliss for sponsoring this video and supporting the channel. Enough AC, let's go out to the garage, AKA the Devil's Taint, and get working. We got the last bit of the rep rack in, so we're gonna get that rep rack finished up. Finally got most of, kind of, some of the cabinets that I was bitching about, the Home Depot Husky cabinets in. So we're gonna get all that stuff put in today and hopefully make some headway on this garage.
The big Home Depot delivery finally got here. Although I will say, I'm happy that we have another order coming, because I went ahead and unboxed this one when it got here, and let me show you guys something. Hopefully you can see this on the camera. Huge ass dent right there See if I can see this other one in the light. There it goes. So another dent right there. This bottom piece, there you go, you can see that, right? Looks like this was kicked down a flight of stairs. And there's another dent right there. So, needless to say, this thing is beat the fuck up. You know, we have another whole set coming because we didn't think we thought these were lost. So they sent me another set that's on the way. And I was gonna call and maybe cancel that, but now I'm for sure not, because depending on how the rest of the stuff unboxes, some of these pieces are for sure gonna have to be, you know, replaced. So far, lost my shipment, and the stuff that came's beat the fuck up. Home Depot, I love you, but you're doing me dirty. This one actually looks good. I don't see any damage, but I'm still glad they're sending another unit because that other one is beat the fuck up. That one took a fall down a flight of steps or something. I don't know what that is. Place to stop today. I'm happy with where we're at. We still have a lot of work to do, still at least several videos worth before we're going to be done with this. We still have to paint. There's more gym equipment we have to get in here. Lighting, I'm changing the lighting in here. Got to get a side mount garage door opener to free up some headspace over here where we're going to be working out. So we still got a good bit of work to do, but we're making some good progress. We finally have a lot of the crap cleared out. We've got some floor space. We're starting to be able to see how this thing's gonna look when we're done so that we can really get everything dialed in. A few quick things before we go. We need to do the winner from last week's giveaway, so we need to pull the winner. Let's get old random comment picker pulled up. All right, pick. Drum roll. Metalhead D. Must have read my mind, sir. Been debating which machine to get as mine has not long packed in. Great content as always. Metalhead D, thank you, kind sir, for commenting and watching and liking and being a subscriber and all those things. I'll be sending you a flask. That was last week's giveaway. So you'll get one of the new flasks that just came out. I'll put a picture up here because I don't have one on me because I'm out in the garage and I'm sweating. I will be contacting you down below to get your email address, but let's talk about that real quick. As before, the scammer is still out there trying to scam people, so just know, guys, we always pick the winner live in the video. No one else will be contacted. So if you get a comment down below and you're not Metalhead D, it's a scam. And the comments will always come from me, Jeremy Sires, nothing else in the title, verified account. So if it's Jeremy Sires at Telegram or any of this weird shit, it's a scam. Don't respond, don't fall for it. Or if you want to respond, just respond with, you're a dick, son of a sucking scammer, go yourself, motherfucker. Something to those effects, but don't fall for it. It's a scam. Make sure we don't let anybody else fall for the scam. If he's not getting any hits on his bait, then he'll eventually, or she'll eventually, he or she will eventually go away. Done everything I can to keep you guys advised of the scammer. For you guys that didn't win, I'm sorry, but the flasks are out there now. They're live on the website. I'll put a link down below, so any of you guys who want to get one, that's where they'll be. For this week's giveaway, what do we want to do? We'll do another flask. That seemed to be a pretty popular thing, so we'll do another flask. Rules are, like always, you have to be a subscriber to the channel, you have to like the video, and then down below put hashtag Skullbliss, because they're the sponsor of this video, and hashtag Devil's Taint, because that's how hot it is in this garage where your boy's been working his ass off. And we will announce the winner live in the next upload. So if you get anything down here in the comments saying you've been selected, the winner will be announced live in next week's video. Don't fall for the scammers. Let's get those pieces of shit out of here. All right, folks. Well, that's it for me today. We're wrapping this one up. I've got to heat the coals up on the barbecue. We're going to be doing some carne asada steak tonight for dinner. So I got to get to cooking and get out of this garage. It's hot, but I'm about to go over a fire out back. So this time of year in Florida, you're going to sweat. That's just all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to smash that like button. That always helps us out. If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so. We'd love to have you on board. Hope everyone is having a fantastic week. And we will see you in the next video. Next video is going to be an unboxing. I have an uncrating, I should say. I have a brand new custom offset smoker, but I won't say who it's from, what company it's from, but it's dope as shit. And we're going to be unboxing that in the next video. So if you're into offset smokers, especially custom big boys, keep an eye out. Click that bell, notifications, subscribe, all that shit. It's gonna be sweet. I'm tired of sweating.